A huge police search continues for a young woman abducted at gunpoint from a refuge in Darwin.
Monique Edmundson was taken on Wednesday after two men forced their way in and fired several shots. Now, police believe one of them is her former partner Joshua Walsh, who they describe as extremely dangerous.
Well, for the latest, our reporter Christy O'Brien joins us now from Darwin. And Christy, I understand there has been a development this morning.
Yes, we've just had some news to hand from police, and that is that the black Audi has been found in Palmerston, which obviously is near Darwin. So that's been taken to the forensics lab, and police have said that obviously this is a major breakthrough in their operation.
Do they know whether Monique Edmundson is in that area or around that area at all?
That's certainly not clear at this stage, and as I understand, police have not limited their search to Darwin. They've issued notifications to all jurisdictions and right across the Northern Territory to regional officers and other people that may be in a position where they'd be likely to see Monique Edmundson or Joshua Walsh. Certainly this search will continue with the same ferocity that it has. Up to 100 officers devoted to the cause. They come from all areas: major crime squad, the drug squad, the dog squad. Basically every resource is being committed to this cause to try and find this woman, who obviously is in a very vulnerable position, and her safety and welfare are paramount.
And Christy, take us through the circumstances of her abduction.
Yes, certainly what we know is that on Wednesday night at around 11 o'clock, two men went to this women's refuge centre in inner city suburb of Darwin. They made their way into the premises, forced their way in. They fired many shots, up to 8 or so we're told, and then they located Monique Edmundson and took her. What happened from there, we don't know. We aren't even clear at this stage how the men knew the location of this safety refuge, which is obviously meant to be private and not known by many people. The staff member that was on duty at the time was injured. Neighbours say that they think she was struck in the face with something. And also the other women that were at the shelter, there were a number of women, they were taken to hospital to be treated for shock because it was obviously an extremely distressing situation. The men, we believe, tried to disguise themselves with hoodies and were obviously very intimidating to the staff and women there.
And what have police said about Monique Edmundson's former partner?
Yes, certainly we are starting to get a picture around Joshua Walsh. They've firstly described him as extremely dangerous. They have said the public should not under any circumstances approach Mr Walsh because he may still be armed, and because of this incident and many others, they are concerned that he may obviously react violently. He's got a very checkered past. He has criminal history in both the Northern Territory and Queensland, and he was in fact on bail at the time of the offence, which obviously raises many questions about why that was the case. He also was committed an offence up here recently, a siege in a suburb in Darwin, and just obviously a person that's of concern.